one Saturday night. Hope you don't mind going a little formal to be comfortable ourselves. A lot of action on tonight's card. We've got a few bits of news, too, that I think you might be interested in. And quite a report about Tuesday night. I will tell you this much. Matt Bourne won Tuesday night, but then something happened here and something happened up in Seattle. I'll give you a further report on that about Matt Bourne and Buddy Rose. But first, we're going to pause for this timeout. Tom's going to have something for you, and I want to remind you they do have a lot of different kind of conditioners on sale at Tom Peterson's. Here's Tom.
And now here's another great gift for Dad, a portable Magnavox and a colored camera, and only at Tom Peterson's. Save $100 during our Father's Day sale, as advertised this week in the Friday Journal's Saturday Oregonian. Now a Magnavox VHS portable video recorder with tuner and timer, 8 hours of recording time, only $7.99. You save $100 with free membership in our movie club. Save an additional $100 when you add an Hitachi color camera for only $5.99. And there's only one place to buy video, and that's Tom Peterson's.
Well, once again, good Saturday evening to you. It looks awfully dark out there. Well, that's because the ring lights aren't on. No wonder it looked dark. Okay, what happened was Matt Bourne, before another sellout crowd here Tuesday night, beat Buddy Rose in a chain street fight. However, after the match, Oliver got out, got a hold of the strap that was still on Matt's wrist, tied him up to a ring post, and he and Rose got some extra licks in. And I'll continue from there after the introduction from Don Owen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first event this evening will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 280 pounds from Seattle, Tiny Anderson. His opponent in this corner, 228 pounds from Louisiana, Tommy Rogers. The referee, Luke Brown.
Luke Big Boy Brown doing some refereeing. Quite a wrestler in his own time, mainly back east. He did a little campaigning out here in the West a few years ago. Talking about Bourne and Rose situation. So Bourne was carried to the dressing room, although he won the match. Now, when he came to, he insisted, he said, I want another bout, the same kind. I want a street fight with Rose right away. Don Owens, a promoter, I said, this is the last time they'll be wrestling in Oregon. So the match was made for Seattle, and that came up last Wednesday. In that one, I guess it was a real bloodbath also, but Buddy Rose won that, and as a result of both nights, the injuries taken by Bourne have put him out of wrestling for at least a few weeks, maybe a couple of months before he will be back into wrestling action again. So they split in the street fights, if you will, Tuesday and Wednesday. But coming out on the injury list, Matt Bourne, and he is out of action. And to tell you the truth, I don't know if he is home here in Portland, whether he's gone to Hawaii, taking a vacation or what, but he is injured, will not be wrestling for, the word that I heard was probably a couple of months, maybe 6 weeks. On the injury list, we're happy to say that Kurt Hennig had the injury to his knee down at Salem a week ago Thursday, and they have decided not to perform surgery on it, which is always good news, and the knee is getting better. Don't think we'll see him in action tonight yet, but he's getting better. Kurt Hennig, glad to report that. Tiny Anderson lifted and body slammed by Tommy Rogers. And he goes to a reverse hammerlock. sub 1 on Anderson. That's all that Rogers can get. Rogers giving away quite a bit of weight. Maybe 40 pounds, maybe more. Making that up, however, with Fireman's carry for the takedown to the wing lock. He's making that up with agility and speed in the ring. Tommy T.R. Rogers. Sorry to report the death of Peter Maiva over in Hawaii. Great wrestler, never worked in my time anyway in the Northwest, but internationally famous. Rocky Johnson's father-in-law. Sorry to hear it, but he had been lingering for a few months. Working the armbar, T.R. Rogers, Tommy. Anderson from St. Paul, Minnesota. Tommy Rogers from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And Luke Big Boy Brown from Elkton, Maryland. Turnbuckle treatment for Anderson. Whoa. Picking up about 280 pounds, body slamming it. Tommy Rogers. Reverse leg drop. Reverse hammerlock. Tommy Rogers working it on Tiny Anderson. Understand we got some fans down in Cottage Grove at the old Great Western Pub. And if I'm ever by and got the time, I'll stop in and have a cool one with you. Tommy Rogers working on Anderson, trying to get the shoulders pinned. Rip Oliver still holding the heavyweight championship for the Pacific Northwest. He had a title defense or two in the past week. Hack Sawyer and Rocky Johnson are still the champs, tag team champions. And they're in a grudge match tonight, going in a rematch against Dr. D from Tennessee, David Schultz, his partner Deucey Hogan. Tommy Rogers working the hammerlock. Anderson comes back swinging. A turnaway crowd last Saturday, a sellout crowd Tuesday. Tonight, quite frankly, the crowd down a little bit with the hot weather and two great big cards here in the past week. Incidentally, 2 weeks from tonight on July 3rd, we're going to start the big weekend down Owen is. Letting the kids in free, 14 and under with a paid adult admission. Get in free, that is not next Saturday, but 2 weeks from tonight. We start the July 4th weekend off. It's Saturday, July 3rd. Going with the inside toe hold. Tommy Rogers on Anderson. Tommy kicked off. Leg dive takedown. Dive back with that left leg. Tommy Rogers, one of the promising young lions. Not only in the Pacific Northwest, but They're getting to hear about him all over the country. Young man, great speed, good size, good physique. Super personality, too. That's always nice to know. A good athlete is a good athlete. But if he's got the personality besides, it's just that much more fun to have him in the sport. Rogers being worked on the ropes. Whip. Ooh. Knee lift to the midsection. Turns him over. A reverse whip and shoulder throw. Backdrop on Anderson by Rogers. Drives a punch in there. Elbow smash, side of the head. That one completely legal. Into the corner for the whip to the far neutral corner. Anderson getting worked on pretty good for Tommy Rogers. Rogers to the midsection. Stomping away. Well, shows he knows how to rough it a little bit. That's what Anderson wants to do. Tiny falling off the apron. He went to roll out, and he fell face first down on the concrete across the way. Anderson brought into the ring over the top rope by Rogers. The whip into the ropes, drop kick. Nearly missed him. Caught him with the right leg. Just enough to put Anderson down. Anderson rolls him up with an inside cradle. Could be it. No, he kicks out of it. Rogers for the kick to the midsection and another. A whip. Brought the knee up right to the point of the chin that time. Rogers with the body slam. And going to go at him from the top turnbuckle. Tommy Rogers with a flying body press. 1, 2, and it's over. Tommy Rogers with a big splash. A flying body press, reminiscent of Jimmy Snuka. Came flying off, nailed Anderson, and won it. Well, we hope that you will get out a piece of paper. We're going to talk about the Toms, where wrestling's coming up. And particularly Elmira we're going to be talking about. It's for the Jimmy Reynolds Fund. And all the folks around Veneta, Elmira and that know about Jimmy Reynolds, who needs surgery on his face, plastic surgery, very badly needed. It's a bad situation, and the folks over there are really trying to help out young Jimmy Reynolds. We understand one heck of a nice guy, so go to that card particularly if you're in the area. We want to sell that one out. But tomorrow it's in Tacoma, Washington at the Bicentennial Pavilion. Remember that 7 o'clock card. That should be.
Dryer, you save twice as much, and there's only one place to buy it, and that's Tom Peterson's.
And surprise, surprise, surprise. Tuesday night, our referee, Sandy Barr, got into it with Oliver. Oliver gave him some lip, and Sandy said, hey, man, you know, just because I'm referee and seldom wrestle anymore, I can back up what I say. And so there was a challenge put out. We'll see just how much of it Don Owen explains, if we get him down to ringside, he may be standing in the door in a cool breeze. Oh, there he is. Don's down at ringside. He'll be up in a moment explaining a special challenge match. Here's Don.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be a handicap match that Sandy Barr has been feuding with Rip Oliver for several months. Rip Oliver says, get in the ring where I can punch you and kick you like I've been wanting to do, and that I'll agree to beat you twice within 10 minutes. So introducing in this corner, 245 pounds from Florida, Rip Oliver. His opponent in this corner, a wrestler for tonight, 220 pounds from Salt Lake, Sandy Barr.
Well, the former teenage terror, Sandy Barr. Now a promoter down at Salem and a promoter of racing, too, I understand, taking over at Rose City Speedway this year. Put the tights back on. He and Oliver have been feuding for a number of months. Oliver challenged him. It was Oliver who said, I'll beat you twice in 10 minutes. Well, we shall see. Luke Brown, the referee. The bell has rung. Time is underway. Shoulder roll leg dive for the takedown. Rip Oliver. Cartwheel move. Crossover. See that Sandy has bandage, some kind of brace of bandage on his right knee. The right thumb of Rip Oliver, which for years had been taped. And I asked him finally why I don't see it taped anymore, hardly ever. And he said that the promoters in the Northwest have all gotten on him about it. And they have suggested very strongly
9 minutes.
that he not wear that tape so you don't see the finger tape anymore. Oliver trying to find a handle, unable to do so. Sandy Barr slips out under the ropes, checks the time. Sandy Barr.
2 minutes.
His son Jesse doing some wrestling. Last I heard he was headed for the Orient. Body lock from behind by Oliver. On Barr. Lifts in for the takedown. A sit-out escape attempt. Nearly successful, not quite, but they go in the corner on the ropes, so a break will be called. On the break, Sandy Barr with a knee lift. Sandy caught Oliver with the knee lift out of the corner. Special match, if you just tuned in, between our usual referee, Sandy Barr and Rip Oliver. Oliver challenged him to get in the ring Tuesday night, said to do so, said, I'll beat you twice in 10 minutes. Repeating again, Buddy Rose lost the street fight chain match. Oliver trying to break down the bridge with Sandy Barr, unable to do so. Bourne won the match, kind of won the battle but lost the war Tuesday night as Oliver came out. They tied him up with a chain and double teamed him for some time. Matt Bourne came right back with a challenge, and I want another match. When he came to, he was carried to the dressing room. Don Owen says, you're not having any more matches in Oregon. I said that was it, and that's it. So that Savage was able to arrange it for Seattle up in Washington Wednesday night. Rose won that one, and in doing so, injured Bourne to the degree that Bourne is out of action for 6 to 8 weeks. So the Cripplers have struck again. Talking about Bourne and partner Oliver. I've got about 6 minutes left. Approximately 4 gone by on my unofficial clock. Got thumb to the throat. Doesn't have the tape there anymore, but he still can use a karate thumb effectively. Barr gets out from underneath the foot stomps.
5 minutes.
I've got coming up to the halfway point. I've got us at about 5 minutes gone, 5 minutes to go. And now it's down to Oliver needing to beat him twice in 5 minutes. Sandy Barr will check the time. And Oliver throwing him out over the top, down on the concrete. And the heavyweight champ of the Northwest, Rip Oliver.
6 minutes gone, 6 minutes.
Well, 4 minutes remaining. Oliver working on him. Trying to beat him now in 4 minutes. Twice. Even if he beats him once, if Barr makes it to the time limit, only getting beat once, he gets the, I believe it's all or nothing on the purse. Oliver doesn't get paid for wrestling tonight. Oh, Barr back in the front row. Knocked back by Oliver. Luke Big Boy Brown, former highly ranked heavyweight wrestler. Worked all around the world, as we mentioned earlier, particularly in the East. He is retired now, does some refereeing, visits the West Coast, at least once every couple of years.
3 minutes remaining.
3 minutes left in the match. Over the top, victory roll missed. Barr going for it, missed it. Oliver with the back, with a shoulder breaker. With the shoulder breaker, 1, 2, 3, and he's got one pin. And the clock will stop there.
7:24.
There's going to be a short rest period. We will just keep it here. I think we'll just hold it right here.
The winner of the first fall in 7 minutes and 24 seconds, Rip Oliver.
I believe this is going to be a very short rest period. We were not told the specifics of it. Luke Brown is allowing a rest period, and that, I'm sure, stops the clock. I have about 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Luke Brown. And it is a 1 minute rest period.
Half a minute, 30 seconds.
Well, Barr beaten at 7:40 or 7:20, I think. At any rate, he got beat with a shoulder breaker, and that's tough to come back from. And now he should be wrestling very defensively. And it's all up to Oliver. Oliver's got to go get him, because all Barr has to do is stay away from him. And he caught Oliver in the midsection, gives him an A-lift. Deciding not to play it defensively. Drop kick. Oliver on the ropes. Coming back at him.
2
Punch
minutes
out of the
remaining.
side, headlock. Barr outside, and he'll buy as much time out there as he can. He checks the time. I've got about a minute and a half remaining. That's unofficial. Very unofficial. Sandy Barr up on the apron. Oliver catches him coming through the ropes. Has him in front chancery. He'll try to have to work something, and he does. He goes to a small cradle, inside cradle. Oliver is turned over.
1 minute remaining.
It only gets a count of 2. 1 minute remaining in the match. And Barr through the ropes and outside. We're likely to see stalling for 1 more minute. Sandy Barr puts all the money in his pocket, if he can do that. He gets only a 20 count outside, except for Oliver playing into his hands right there, coming up and stopping the count. I've got 35 seconds left in the match. Back pedaling into the ropes. Knee lift. Sandy Barr coming right at him. I've got about 20 minutes left. A drop kick on Oliver by Sandy Barr. Barr caught in the ropes. 10 seconds is the unofficial time that I've got. Over the top of the victory roll. Almost a pin. There is the bell. He did not do it. Oliver won 1 fall under the stipulation of the match. Sandy Barr wins the match. Rip Oliver said, I'll beat him twice in 10 minutes, and he failed to do so. He did get 1 pin, but only 1. And it's a winner-take-all, so the purse. Now Oliver, after the bell is rung, he is outside working on Sandy Barr outside the ring. Now Luke Brown, the referee, out, saying, let's have no more of that. Get to your dressing room. You made the challenge and you didn't win it. We'll return to the Portland Sports Arena in just a moment. But right now we're going to hear from Marv Tonkin Ford.
The Northwest's largest inventory of new Fords is now on sale at prices the competition Another Coley, my friend.
Coley, for sure.
I like to taste it.
The question is worth one more round.
Well, the Cripplers at it once again. Matt Bourne put out of action in a match in Seattle Wednesday night. Rip Oliver, Buddy Rose.
I knew it wasn't going to be easy with Matt Bourne. I knew that he would give me a fight. But as you can see, get a close-up of my eye right there. I want you to get a close-up right now. Can you bring that camera up? He left a few little scars. He hit me with the chain Tuesday night when he came out the top rope, and he got me with one good punch, and it was enough to put the Playboy away for a count of 3. Then he made the mistake, and the mistake that he made was because he's only been in the business a few years and nobody sat down and really told him how to handle himself out there. He made the mistake to leave the ring with the chain hanging from his wrist, and we snatched him back in there, and Oliver and I did a number on Bourne. Now, the people didn't like what we did, but then we carried it on into Seattle, another street fight the next night, and Bourne is out of action for we don't know how long, but the Playboy's tougher than ever. This has been a good week for the Playboy. The Playboy's had a lot of sun while everybody, all the 8 to 5 humanoid lifers are out there working. The Playboy's out in the sun, barbecuing steaks, living it up, and having a good time. It's been one of the best weeks of my life, and nobody is going to deprive me, and that includes no more Bournes, no more problems with them, and it's just Oliver and I. We don't know now where's the competition. How about 6 o'clock? Kurt Hennig, the man that looks like 6 o'clock, he stands there like this. But lately when he watches the matches, he's on the crutch with one arm like this and the other leg out like this. He looks like 10 to 7. All right, then there's the other guy, those guys that look like foosball players, Hack Sawyer and Tommy Rogers. You know the men on the foosball table with their hair combed back? They look just like those guys, and they're exact same size, too. Do you know that? Now, and another thing, we have an opening for a member in the Army. We have an opening for one man. Now, I'm going to make it go on record right now, and I'm going to tell the people. Now, Dr. D, you've got a good record. You're a main event man. You've won a lot of matches, and you wouldn't be here unless you were a main event caliber. I would let you come with me on one condition, and that condition would be you just do what Oliver and I tell you, and you will make the big bucks in the Northwest. But if you don't do what we tell you, that's when we have to cross paths. So, Dr. D, the offer's up for you, but listen to me, and you'll make a lot of money, and there's nothing that can go wrong. Right, Rick?
That's right. I'd just like to know one thing. Who's this dumb timekeeper they got out here? I just beat Sandy Bard by 7 minutes.
I timed it
I
on
had
my
him
watch.
beat.
It was so, you're
I
right.
don't know who it was. He called 2 minutes, and about 30 seconds later, he rung the bell for 10 minutes.
I had a minute and a half left.
I want a rematch anytime, but I want my own timekeeper. I don't know if I may need 15 minutes. Sandy Bard's a little tougher than I thought he was.
I'll timekeep.
But I'll say this. Rose, you come down and timekeep for me.
I got a $5,000 Rolex right here. I can timekeep for you.
I'm sure
It's
that
perfect
won't
time.
get no minute and a half on 10 minutes. So we'll get something together, Bar. I'm not through with you yet, boy.
So you heard it right there. The Playboy is living the best he's ever lived. I'm one of the happiest persons in the world. Everything's going great. Everything is on top. The Playboy's got his money. The Playboy's got his women. And the Playboy's got a great life right now. The Playboy's healthy. He's only got one little black eye, few scars on the head, but they're going to heal, and I'm still here, and I'm still bragging, and I'm still tough, and I don't see Matt Bourne, and I don't see Roddy Piper, and I don't see Rick Martel, and I don't see a lot of those guys, but you keep seeing Playboy Buddy Rose since 1975, it's 1982, and I'm still new, and I'm going to stay, and Oliver and I are going to rule, right, Rick?
That's it. When you look at it one, you're looking at both of us, because we're going to be together. It don't matter. We've been together for the past year and a half, and we're going to stay together. It don't matter who comes in or who leaves. We'll be together.
That's the Army, Playboy Buddy Rose, Rip Oliver. We'll be right back. Tom Peterson with some great buys this weekend at Southeast 82nd and Foster Road. Here's Tom.
If you prefer terms, just say charge it, and you may qualify for instant credit if you have any of these credit cards. And there's only one place to buy it, and that's Tom Peterson's.
We're back at the Portland Sports Arena. And the main event, again, being put on the tube for you. Want to ask you to remember that anything that happens after we go off TV, or if you happen to miss Saturday night broadcast, you can pick up on radio the results Sunday morning on KYXI Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls for the Northwest Team Championship. Introducing in this corner the challengers, Dizzy Hogan and Dave Schultz. Their opponents in this corner, the defending Northwest champions, Hack Sawyer and Rocky Johnson.
Dr. D just receiving his invitation a couple of minutes ago to join the Army. Rose's Army, that is. Dizzy Hogan, the brother of Hulk Hogan, who's making such a hit in Rocky III. Rocky Johnson, who appeared in a few television programs and a couple of feature-length films. Former United States heavyweight champion Hacksaw Sawyer, former Northwest title holder. For the title, for the titles, I guess we should say. Tag team championships held by Rocky Johnson, Hack Sawyer. Rock and Hacksaw having a little discussion. The referee going over the rules with Dr. D from Tennessee, David Schultz, and Hogan. Hogan and Schultz having the size advantage, even over Rocky Johnson, particularly over the Hacksaw. Well, let's see who's going to start for the Blondes. They're both in the ring now. Hogan stepping out. Dr. D going to go up against Rocky Johnson. Rocky got a big one coming up in Salem. They lock up into the ropes. Rocky turning him quick. He said he went to my hair. No, he's not saying that. If you could read lips, you know what he said. And I can't repeat it. They lock up again into the ropes. Dr. D trying to throw a punch. Well, he did throw the punch, trying to land it. He missed it. Main event of the evening, first fall action. We do want to make clear our opinion anyway, or our attitude. Rip Oliver insisting that he was done in by the timekeeper. Well, had a stopwatch up here and was keeping unofficial time along with the timekeeper. I was within 3 seconds of what the timekeeper had. But Oliver wanting his own, won a rematch, still says he can beat, I'm assuming he's saying he can beat Barr in twice in a limited time, specified time, but he wants Rose as his timekeeper. Side headlock, go behind to the hammerlock. Oliver with the takedown, Hogan in for that, his team. Dizzy Hogan. The tag. Here comes Hack Sawyer. Luke Brown, the referee, didn't see the tag. He was sending Dr. D back to his corner, and he turned around. He did not see the tag. Now there's the tag. It's allowed. Coming off the top rope. Double club blow on the arm. Flying off the top turnbuckle. Hacksaw Sawyer Dizzy Hogan in from behind. Another Dr. D in from behind. Now they double team over in the corner. Dr. D challenging Rocky. The referee turns to Rocky. Now trying to get Dr. D back into his corner. All this time Hogan working on Hacksaw. Over in that corner. I'll tell you, it is just tough for any referee. Keep law and order. Keep those rules. And a tag team match on the guise of the trickery that Hogan and Dr. D have. Once again, the tag disallowed. Luke Brown didn't see it. Did not see that tag when Johnson came in. Dr. D taking the tag. He's in, working on Hacksaw. Oh, elbow smash. Catches Hacksaw. Could be the first fall. No. Tell you, he took a good shot, but it was able to flail kick out of it. Dr. D invited to be the third member of the Army. I'm sure we'll hear something from him. There's the tag. Hacksaw able to tag on Johnson. Johnson in. And again disallowed. Johnson being sent out. Hacksaw thrown over the top rope. Johnson around quickly. Watch out for his partners. It looked like Hogan might be going after him. Well, I think that's about enough of the super hot weather, don't you, for a while? I can drop down into the low 80s again as far as I'm concerned. By the time you're watching this, hope things have cooled down a little bit. Got to the midsection, another. Snapmare. Face lock, Hogan working on Hack Sawyer. Hack's tagged out about 3 times, but none of them were allowed. The referee didn't see them. Johnson in. From behind, didn't get much done. They're going to double team, and they do. Clothesline. Double clothesline on Hacksaw. And Luke Brown not allowing it. Said, I saw you double teaming it. I'm not. He just allows the tag is what he does technically. Said there's nothing I can do about that double teaming, but I didn't see you tag in. So he sent him out, which probably saved Hack from being pinned right there. Belly goat butt back to the midsection. Roundhouse right through the leg. Here comes Rocky. Headbutt on the Doctor. Headbutt on Dizzy. Whip. Oh, underneath it with a shoulder roll. Flip to his feet and a flying drop kick. Hogan is put down. Hogan's planted again. Rocky's working. Over the top of the victory roll. 1, 2, 3. First fall, Rocky Johnson gets it over Hogan. We're going to check the board once again, let you know where the wrestling is. Incidentally, we do want to tell you, there was a card scheduled for Gresham at Mount Hood Community College 2 weeks from tomorrow. That card has been canceled. Some mix-up out there, and Mount Hood Gymnasium, which was Mount Hood Community College Gymnasium, which the optimists out there said would be available, suddenly is not available only 2 weeks before the card. So We know we're going to have a lot of disappointed fans out there in the Gresham area, but that card on a Sunday 2 weeks from tomorrow, what would that have been, the 4th of July? I think it would have been. That card is canceled for Gresham, and it's too late, of course, to make any other arrangements. So we're very sorry about it, but of course we are victims of the circumstance also.
85 while it lasts. Come out and see the entire used car inventory for yourself tomorrow, and don't forget to ask for your free tickets to the pro boxing matches at the Marriott this Thursday night. And coming up July 1st, McNally Sports will present the first outdoor show at the Molalla Buckaroo Fairgrounds. Come out and see Marv Tonkin Ford this weekend. That's 122nd and Northeast Halsey, where, as always, you, the customer, are number one.
Well, we got the man with us that's been on crutches, and we're very happy to see that he's off crutches and not in a hospital having surgery. Curt Hennig. Curt, welcome back, and the knee obviously feeling a little better.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. That's right, I was on crutches. I got injured in a match. All of us guys always take the responsibility in the ring of getting hurt. There's a chance of it everywhere we go. But you can't keep a good man down, and Curt Hennig's going to be back, and Curt Hennig's going to be stronger than he's ever been. I heard Buddy Rose out here a while ago shooting off his big mouth. Well, how about Saturday? I've been working out. I've been had it in the whirlpool. It's starting to feel pretty good, and I'm starting to feel real good. And I would like to take that challenge to Buddy Rose Saturday night right here to test out my new leg and see if it is as good as it should be.
Okay, the challenge is out from Curt Hennig.
And Frank, I'd like to sure invite all the people down to Elmira down there Tuesday night. We really have a special thing going on down there, and it's for a special cause, and I sure would like to see a lot of good standout down there this week.
Jimmy Reynolds fun down there in Elmira. Thank you very much. Well, there is the challenge, and man who still is limping but throwing out the challenge for next Saturday night. Remember, big one in Thursday, Salem, and it's Elmira, Medford, Yakima, Eugene, all this weekend. We'll be right back. Here's Tom Peterson.
Once You Kiss a Stranger, Monday at 8 on KPTV 12, Portland.
Second fall, the main event coming up. Remember, 2 weeks from tonight. That's Saturday, July 3rd, next Kids Night. Down on, said it with a straight face, said, let's start the weekend with a bang. So we're going to try to save you a little money. Quite frankly, one of the reasons we do this each year, of course, well, each generation, each decade, we look for a new group of fans. And, of course, the way to do that is to get the kids out here and get them interested. So the more we see of kids, better we like it. Because that's exactly what wrestling is. We get some new fans, of course, each generation, but a lot of it is mom and dad like it, the kids get used to it. And it goes on and on and on. So 2 weeks from tonight, July 3rd, holiday special, bring the kids in. Technically, it's one kid, 14 or under, with each paid adult admission. Under 14, I should say. But if mom and dad come and they happen to have 3 kids, they'll let you get by.
Leader.
They lock up. Dizzy Hogan, who is pinned. Little move by the dancing man. Rolls over, up, and takes the man down. Rocky Johnson turns a battle of strength into a battle of wits. And comes up literally with the upper hand. Hacksaw Sawyer in against Hogan. showing up at the hold, ripping it loose. Hogan. Dizzy Hogan, brother of Hulk. Hulk Hogan, a big man. He was in the Carson show a couple nights ago and did very well Tuesday night, as a matter of fact. He is a big fella, isn't he? Kind of hard to think of Dizzy Hogan as somebody's little brother, but he is. Body lock from behind. Hogan using strength. Using nothing but strength to break the hold. Now watch out, the veteran doing a little whispering in the ear of Hacksaw Sawyer. And Johnson knows them all. Okay, Johnson, so you did the right thing. Now let's see what happens. Hogan going to try to muscle out of it again, as he just did. However, Hacksaw's had something whispered in his ear by Rocky Johnson. To see if we don't get something happening here that Hogan isn't looking forward to. He's got it broken again. He breaks it all right. But while he's posing, he gets drop kicked. He broke it, and Rocky and Hacksaw both knowing that he'd have to pose after that. Now Dr. D is in. And Dr. D is in. There's been no tag. He wanted to take over. I tell you, it's bad enough to nail a guy with a drop kick, but when it humiliates him that way, does even more damage. Side headlock. The tag. Rocky through the ropes. And Hogan didn't see the tag. He got a top wrist lock on Hacksaw. Didn't realize that Hacksaw wasn't the man he was wrestling anymore. Into the ropes. Watch out. Coming into the enemy corner. Hacksaw coming over to try to give him some help. The referee sending him back. They'll double team. Coming off the top rope, Dr. D. Forearm smash right between the shoulder blades. They were in the corner. So the referee, Luke Brown, is allowing the tag. A little double teaming on the tag. As a matter of fact, they probably did tag. Dr. D with Rocky Johnson in a little bit of trouble. Dr. D wants to tag out. Well, they do a little double teaming on the switch. And that was what he wanted. Hogan is in. Working the side headlock. Throws the karate thumb up in the throat of Rocky Johnson. Now wrestlers getting some pretty big parts in movies lately. We've been talking about Hulk Hogan in Rocky 3, in Superman 2, Pepper Martin, who assisted yours truly over 15 years ago, the first 6 or 8 programs we did. He was the color man. He had a big part. He was the truck driver that beat up Superman. Rocky Johnson has been in a number of films. Roddy Piper has made some appearances in movies and television shows. Andre the Giant, numerous appearances. The whip into the ropes for Rocky. He is caught in a bear hug. A body lock. Rocky being worked on by Hogan. Meanwhile, over in the neutral corner, Dr. D and Hack Sawyer are having a battle of words. Luke Brown finally gets them back to their respective corners. Judo chop thrown. Hogan with the whip. And again, catches the Rock up in the air. Tag. Dr. D in. Hogan out. Another karate thumb thrown. Hack Sawyer complaining to the referee. Knee drop to the throat. David Schultz from Nashville, Tennessee. And Hacksaw in. Referee's got his back turned. Hogan in the ring illegally, but unseen. Throws the thumb up there again. The tag. Hogan coming in. No double team this time as the referee chases Dr. D out of the ring. Rocky Johnson comes back swinging on Hogan, nails him. Now kick to the midsection. Whip. Whoa, rolling underneath. Coming back, but caught with a clothesline. The Hogan Hammer. That right arm. Stuck out there. Backbreaker carry. Backbreaker carry, and he has to give it up. He is submitting. Hogan refuses to drop him. Now finally does. It's all even at a fall apiece. Rocky Johnson had to give it up. So, Johnson and Sawyer, with the titles on the line, lose the second fall. We're all even. We'll be back after these words from Marv Tonkin.
All's well.
Welcome to Fisher, where we take the nut very seriously. As a Fisher nut company, we take peanuts and pecans, Brazils and cashews,
and give them lots of loving care.
It's how we roast them that makes them good as can be. As the Fisher Nut Company.
At Fisher, we take the nut very seriously.
Dizzy Hogan and Dr. D.
I got a lot of news, baby. I got a lot of news for all you rednecks out there. All you sick and shut-ins, baby. The doctor's got news, and he wants to rap to you. He wants you to listen. I'm starting a new army, baby, but I ain't gonna be an army, it's gonna be a militia, baby. It's gonna be mercenary. My man here, Dizzy Hogan, my man, Mike Miller, my man, Rip Oliver's trying to get in, baby. Buddy Rose is out here running his mouth about an army and all the women you got and all the money he's got and everything, baby. Will you take all that and you know what you do with it? Because, hey, look at this. You see this? This is money. I don't mean to interrupt your interview, but look at this. This is big bucks, baby, right here. And if you want to make those kind of bucks, you can come with my army. Dizzy, you're welcome. I'm telling you, I could form an army. We could rule the Northwest. And just listen to me, and I promise you, you'll have a pocket full of money just like me. Rose, you must be talking with a frog in your back pocket when you say we, baby, because I done told you I don't like you. I don't need you. I don't like your money. You don't have enough money for me. I burn more money, baby, and you showing me right there. You got to get out the bread, baby. You got to get out the cabbage. You got to put something out for the doctor. But like I told you, I got a place on my team for you. It's right down at the bottom, baby, shining the doctor's shoes. Now, I'm going to tell you one more time. I won't join your army. I don't need you. I don't need your army. I'm starting my own. If you want to come, baby, you can be the shoe shine boy of my army. That's all the doctor's got to say, baby. And all I got to say, you can come with me, and I'll leave you with that. Don't walk away from me when I'm talking. Come here. Come here, Schultz. Don't walk away while I'm talking.
He's still walking.
That's the first guy that talked back to me and didn't listen to what I had to say. Schultz, when I flash the bucks in front of you again, maybe you'll think twice. I'm telling you, I can make you a lot of money. That's my final offer.
Okay, that's it. We're going to keep it right here. And we're already on the ring. We're going to get the third and deciding fall. Woo! I tell you, I don't know about that one. I'm going to keep my hands off that. I'll let those two guys have their own little battle of words. But I tell you, I'm going to watch it close. Dr. D and the Playboy don't really see eye to eye. Don't adjust your set. We're going to get that cameras. For a minute there, I thought I needed my glasses on now for watching close up too. Well, it's hot. It's kind of tough to get the focus right on that zoom all the time. What the heck? Now that's a good shot. Some of the fans in the crowd. Two super crowds, and in fact, they're still working on the books. I think I didn't get numbers, but last Saturday had to be the biggest crowd I've ever seen here at the Portland Sports Arena, and they say that Tuesdays was pretty close, not as big, but not very far off. Well, Dr. D and Dizzy are going to go after the titles right here and now. Hacksaw Sawyer, Rocky Johnson, and their tag titles are on the line. Third and deciding fall. Hogan backing into the corner. And Rocky's not going to go in there after him. It's a fall apiece, so we're down to one fall for the title is what it amounts to for the titles. These are the tag team championships. Hacksaw doing a little massaging of the small of the back there. Johnson caught in a bear hug quite a bit during the last fall and finished off with that backbreaker carry. Goes to the armbar. Smashes down on it and again. Hacksaw is in. Takes the armbar on Hogan. Turns it over one time. Dr. D saying that ain't enough money. And I'll tell you, that was a pile of money that the Playboy had. And it wasn't $1 bills either. Almost makes me want to come out of retirement for that kind of money. But I better stick with the announcing. Working the armbar on Dizzy Hogan. Hack Sawyer. working Rocky Johnson in. Back to work in the left arm. Dizzy Hogan. Dr. D's Militia starting his own group. Oh, he and Hogan going to get their heads together right now. Courtesy of Rocky Johnson. Hogan, I think, tried to tag. Didn't know he was in the neutral corner. Johnson throws a punch on him. Now choking to the count. You get 4 to break the hold. If the referee gets to 5, you are DQ'd. The tag, here comes Hacksaw. The young Floridian. Lays the right cross. And a drop kick. Standing drop kick. Amazing the elevation this guy gets. On the drop kicks, particularly any of the flying moves. Dr. D in to interrupt for a moment, just long enough, I think, to hurt Hacksaw, to get Hogan out of trouble. The tagging is Dr. D in, working on Hacksaw. Main event, again coming your way on Portland Wrestling. Hope you join us every Saturday night. Well, I hope you don't. I hope you make it out to the sports arena every now and then anyway and join us in person. Hacksaw being worked on by Dr. D. Johnson is taking care of Hogan outside the ring. Buddy Rose is down at ringside. Buddy Rose is down at ringside. Oh, Buddy Rose went with an elbow drop. He wanted to get Hacksaw. He wanted to get Hacksaw and make up to Dr. D, and Hacksaw got out of the way. All Dr. D knows is that Buddy Rose nailed him. Katie, bar the door. Let's hold on now. They have won the titles. That is Johnson and Hacksaw. And now Rose wants Hacksaw to come back and explain to Dr. D. If you didn't see it, Hacksaw had Dr. D beaten. Buddy Rose came in to try to help him, maybe become friends. Hack got out of the way, and Buddy Rose nailed Dr. D. Now Rose is trying to explain to him what happened, and Dr. D, Dave Schultz, wants none of it. And I tell you, Rose uses a lot of tricks. That one did not work. That one backfired. Buddy Rose trying to enlist. He was going to do a little recruiting talk there, give a little recruiting speech, or gesture at least, to Dr. D, and it backfired on him. He's yelling up now, I saved him from getting pinned. Well, he may have saved him from getting pinned, but he didn't save him from getting disqualified because of outside interference, and the title stayed with Hack, Sawyer, and Johnson. Ooh, I'll tell you, that was about as rough a one as I have ever seen. About as wild a one. Well, we're going to cut away. We've got about 4 minutes left in the show, so we're going to have time for a couple of interviews. We'll get our last sponsor message in first, and then we will have someone up for a couple minutes for an interview and bring up the second interview. We'll split that time. We'll be right back. First, we're going to take this time out.
Beck's, the #1 imported German beer.
Dr. D is up. It looked like Rose is trying to get Hacksaw and save you from getting pinned. I don't know what happened, but it cost you the match.
Let me tell you what's happened. If you can't sit out here and see it, baby, the doctor's going to run it down for you. Buddy Rose, you're tired, baby. You knew the Doctor and Dizzy Hogan had the belts won, and you feel like a naked person out here, because I'm not going to say man, because you ain't no man. You may be a person, because you got 2 legs and 2 arms. I can see that. But you made one mistake, baby. You hit the doctor. You're interfering. I told you, leave me alone. Get out of my life. I don't need you. I don't need nobody, baby. I'm here on my own. I'm the ruler. I'm number one. I don't care who I got to take. I don't want to get a hold of you, Rose, because if I do, I'm going to take your head plumb off. You hear me? I've never told nobody this before, but I'm going to take your head off your shoulders for you, boy. Now, Hack Sawyer, baby. I had you beat. Everybody's out here saying the doctor didn't have you beat, saying you can beat the doctor. Well, let me straighten you rednecks up, baby. You can't beat me. Nobody else can beat me. You can't beat me. You can't beat me. Or you can't beat me that's watching out there, baby, so it ain't no sense in trying. Next Saturday, Hack Sawyer, right here, baby. I just asked Don Owens, I'm going to beat you. I can beat you and 5 like you in less than 5 minutes, baby. And I'm going to teach you a lesson, boy. I'm going to hurt you. My mama always told me not to pick on people little and 6 foot tall, but I'm going to make an exception for you because you look like you got a lot of little knots all over your body. You need to be knocked down flat. Well, I'm going to leave you this word, Rose, after I finish with Hack Sawyer, baby. You better not cross me again. I'm giving you a fair warning, baby. I just don't want nothing to do with you. Leave me alone. Get out of my life. That's all I'm asking, okay?
Dr. Dave in Tennessee, and I tell you, there's no love lost there. Whoa. Rose, I'll tell you, 7 years, and I've seen Rose pull a lot of things, use a lot of tactics, if you will, work out a lot of plans. I've never seen one backfire quite like this one. Remember, Tacoma tomorrow, Yakima Monday, Elmira, the Jimmy Reynolds Fund, a big one. Let's sell it out in Elmira Tuesday night. Wednesday, Medford, Thursday, and Salem Super. Friday, Eugene. Next Saturday, we'll see you back here. Frank Bonham, thanking you so much. Good night, everyone. From the Portland Sports Arena, this has been Portland Wrestling. Brought to you in part by Marv Talkin' Ford, for your number one. And by Tom Peterson's. Remember, they've got air conditioners, 82nd and Southeast Foster Road. Tonight's director, Larry Neitz.
Movie 12 is next.